Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for March 15, 2021. With Magic Mobile Services announced just a few days ago, guests visiting the Walt Disney World Resort now have an option in the My Disney Experience app to interact in amazing ways to enhance their in-park visit with their mobile device via Bluetooth. Once inside a Disney World theme park, guests are greeted with a message to enhance your in-park visit with messages and experiences powered by your phone's wireless technology on My Disney Experience. Here, guests will see an option to enable Bluetooth on their mobile device if it isn't already enabled. Once Bluetooth has been enabled, guests should receive messages and be offered unique experiences related to the park in which they're in. No further details are given yet just for this feature, but nonetheless, it is there, and it's actually there on non-Apple devices too, even though Disney said it would be rolled out first to Apple users. We suspect some services will first start on Apple devices, but it does seem like they'll be rolling out to many different devices over the next few weeks. And after noticing that message in the My Disney Experience app, when we headed over to Disney's Hollywood studios, we saw the new service in action with the automatic attraction photo linking via the app service. Guests visiting Hollywood studios can now have their on-ride photos automatically linked to their account using their mobile device. If Bluetooth is enabled, it'll work the same way as a Magic Band, where without even tapping, it should, in theory, link to your photo pass on your account. Currently, only Rock and Roller Coaster and the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror are doing the test, but this is just one of those things. In addition to park entry via your phone, you'll be able to get your photos without necessarily having to tap them either. But I think you'll be able to tap them too against the reader. I think in the end, that's probably where this is all going. After introducing inclusion as the fifth key in the cast member training worldwide last year, Disney has now updated its 5 keys of Disney graphic to include the new key. Our good friend at Richie Disney has shared on Twitter the new logo graphics found on the Hub, the website for cast members. To harbor a more welcoming environment for all casts, the inclusion key was introduced, joining safety, courtesy, show, and efficiency as a foundation for cast members' approach to service. As a true key of representing the company's commitment to cultural transformation, inclusion has become a part of everyday work for cast members. As we previously reported it would, the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse of the Magic Kingdom has closed for refurbishment. A piece of canvas reading "Out Gathering Supplies" now covers one of the attraction signs. The entrance is currently roped off, and the exit is roped off as well. Though we couldn't see much work being done, we did spot a few construction workers and hear what sounded like sanding. Construction permit was filed for the Treehouse last year, and as an opening day attraction, it's no surprise it's getting some attention ahead of the world's most magical celebration, which begins in October. The Treehouse is set to reopen, March 26, 2021. A brand new Her Universe collection is now available at Walt Disney World, and it's inspired by Disney Parks transportation. The collection includes tees, leggings, hoodies, and more. You can head on over to our site to check them out. I think the leggings are really cool because they have Mr. Toad cars and monorails and all sorts of cool stuff on them. It's a great line. I wish there was some men's stuff too. That'd be cool. The Spring Rolls cart in Adventureland at the Magic Kingdom has reopened for spring break. Get it? Spring rolls. They have to open for spring break, right? It's thematic integrity. I'm an idiot. Never mind me. We were not only delighted to get ourselves some spring rolls, but also intrigued when we learned that the cheeseburger spring rolls now come with a secret sauce. And no, we're not making up a secret menu like other sites. This is a legitimate thing that they're doing and they'll ask you about. The sauce has a mayonnaise base, but it's tangy and has a zing to it. You also could taste the presence of relish in it. It's a little bit like a tartar sauce, but it sounds like a little more zip to it. For $7.50, you can get 2 cheeseburger spring rolls and a side of the new secret sauce. Our favorite country bears may be doing modified character meet and greets at the moment, but you can still show your love for the zany group with a new Magic Band, which I, of course, had to have. Save the Jamboree! Magic Band features Henry as he plays guitar, surrounded by musical notes. The other side of the band puts the other members of the Bear Band's instruments on display, such as Ted's washboard and corn jug, Zeke's banjo, Zeb's fiddle, and Tennessee Bear's fife, quote-unquote. This Country Bear Jamboree Magic Band retails for $29.99, can be found at the Emporium and a number of locations across property. And if you love the Country Bears like I do, you should buy one to support the Country Bears and their continued existence so no one replaces it with, I don't know, a Toy Story marionette show. After making its way into Disneyland Resort and online, the new Disney Parks Mickey Balloon Light Up Mouse Ear Headband is now available at Disney World. As an updated version of the old mouse ear balloon headband, this one features balloons representing both Disney World and Disneyland. The pink Mickey balloon is for WDW, the purple balloon is for Disneyland. Found this Mickey Mouse balloon ear headband at Fantasy Fair in the Magic Kingdom, but it's in a number of locations across property. It's $32.86, which with tax will bring it to $35. The reason they price that weird is so they can sell it at glow carts, those little outdoor carts, so people want to pay cash. It's a nice even amount. Don't have to pay change. Earlier this week, we saw planters surrounding a patch of pavement beneath Spaceship Earth at EPCOT. The planters are now gone, revealing more new gray pavement replacing the old red pavement. They're doing this in sections now, as these are particular areas of walkway that you can only do kind of 1 or 2 squares at a time without affecting traffic. So we expect more will be done, but this little section under Spaceship Earth to the left is now complete. As seen in a now deleted TikTok posted by @influencers in the wild, a particularly fun account I follow, 2 maskless parents visiting Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios pushed away their crying child in a stroller in order to get a better photo in front of the Millennium Falcon. When the couple begins to pose for their photo, the child is sobbing in the stroller and is seen covering his face. The mom hesitates when posing, but decides to push the stroller away several feet so the crying child won't be in the photo. The mom returns to her partner and they continue to pose for maskless photos, ignoring the child that is now off camera. There have been mixed reactions to this online. A lot of people are like, why are you shaming people? So we're not really. This has gone quite viral. It was all over the place. It's on a lot of major news sites, and it's Walt Disney World. So that's within our coverage circle, and so we had to cover this. It does open interesting conversation again. Like it's amazing how many people, despite the park rules, are okay with taking the maskless photos, and obviously some people aren't. And then some people are like, "Yeah, I get why they pushed the kid away," and some people are like, "I don't know." So let us know in the comments what you think. I just thought it would sparked an interesting conversation, and it was worth talking about. My favorite thing about this story, to give you guys a little bit of insight, is how many people on the site underneath were like, "This isn't news. Why did you post this? Oh man, why are we looking at this?" These are all people who opened the post. It was obviously the most read post of the week because despite the title of the post telling you exactly what was in it, it wasn't a clickbait title. We absolutely told you what was in the story. People still opened it, which means people did want to read it and talk about it. So I don't know. It's fun to have these little conversations. I like when the site can spark conversations as to like, is it proper to push your kids a couple feet away and take a photo? How do people feel about maskless photos, etc.? I think it's good that we have open conversation in a respectful manner, mind you. A brand new dessert is available at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's the Paint Can Cake at Backlot Express. It's a rainbow sprinkle confetti cake, which, God, that's my favorite, with vanilla buttercream, a mango chocolate drip, and white chocolate paintbrush. It's $6.99, and you can read the full review on our site. Another new dessert can be found at Pizza Rizzo at the studios. The restaurant previously offered a traditional cannoli, but now is offering a hazelnut variation, which as a proper Italian-American, I will tell you, doesn't make it actually a cannoli. But it's getting good reviews. It's dark chocolate and caramelized hazelnut dipped cannoli shell filled with whipped hazelnut spread cheesecake. That's wild. You get it for $4.99. Again, the review at WDWNT.com. Meanwhile, over on Sunset Boulevard, they got some new desserts as well at Rosie's All-American Cafe. First up, the strawberry shortcake verrine, served with crispy pearls, freeze-dried strawberries, and whipped cream. It's $5.99. And next, this is kind of kooky. I like that they're trying new stuff, though. This is a snacking sandwich cookie for those who love sweet and salty. It's marshmallow fluff sandwiched between 2 shortbread cookies dipped in milk chocolate and then topped with pieces of potato chip and salted pretzel. It's $4.99. Again, say it with me. You can read the review at WDWNT.com. Disney's Art of Animation Resort reopened back in November after being closed for several months due to the pandemic. When it did reopen, a number of refurbishments were ongoing, including the giant character pages outside of the main building. Well, now they've completed that project. The pages have been restored and the characters look bright and fresh. You have Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Lightning McQueen from Cars, Nemo from Finding Nemo, obviously, and Simba from The Lion King. They were all faded before. They look great now. This is great to see. And of course, work is continuing meanwhile on the big blue pool as the jellyfish are getting a fresh coat of paint and other work continues to happen there. The pool is set to return at some point in the month of April. We'll keep you in the loop as to when that might be. A new Spirit jersey celebrating the 15th anniversary of Expedition Everest is now available at Animal Kingdom. Spirit jersey features the adorable version of the ride's Yeti and matches the Loungefly backpack we showed you a few days ago. The Spirit jersey is a light blue with snow-covered pine trees, snowflakes, and the Yeti in a pattern all over it. The Yeti's face is embossed on the front of the jersey. Walt Disney World and a larger version of the Yeti are embossed on the back as well. The pattern includes the Yeti sunbathing, sledding, and more. $69.99. Preparations are underway for A Touch of Disney, the ticketed event at Disney California Adventure that will debut on Thursday. And of course, we will be bringing you lots of coverage that day. And in fact, we're sending Katie to the first 4 days of the event to bring you guys absolutely everything from it. And though no attraction will be open to guests will be able to experience exclusive shopping and dining experiences and some character appearances through the park. There are already some banners hanging on lampposts throughout Buena Vista Street, but we also spotted these two weird covered structures, which we think might be merchandise displays. Only time will tell. Then on the route to Pixar Pier, we saw cast members preparing a kiosk and a merchandise cart. And in fact, near the cart, there is a box with the Touch of Disney logo on it. No merchandise was on the cart yet, but again, Thursday. There is no official opening date yet for Disneyland and California Adventure. They are expected to reopen in late April. The parks may even open now at a higher capacity than originally expected, thanks to California's vaccination numbers. This is certainly great news. While masks and social distancing, physical distancing, will all still be present when the parks open, it will be nice that maybe they can open in a greater capacity and maybe even open some indoor rides. Meanwhile, they also announced this week, as far as operations are concerned, Fast Pass, Max Pass services will be suspended. And as well, there will be no Magic Morning or Extra Magic Hour offerings either when the parks do reopen. Of course, there have been no real announcements about the reopening of hotels other than the villas at the Grand Californian, which opened in early May. So who knows if maybe Disneyland will be opening a couple hotels in April as well. Of course, a formal announcement with dates and more information for the reopening of Disneyland Resorts theme parks still yet to be made, but is coming soon. According to KTLA, California has officially met its target of administering at least 2 million vaccinations to the most high-risk parts of the community, which will allow, as of today, indoor dining to resume in Los Angeles and Orange counties. Orange County, of course, is where the Disneyland Resort is located. LA County is where Universal Studios Hollywood is. So all of these parks, as of Monday, can reopen indoor dining. It's unclear if and when they will do this, but at least as of Monday, it is allowed. The last construction update a few months ago left plenty to be done at Avengers Campus at Walt Disney Studios Paris. Now, thanks to DLP Report on Twitter, we have a close look at how construction for the new land has progressed. In these photos, work is coming along nicely on Web Slingers, a Spider-Man Adventures facade. We can see that some of the themed facade has been revealed as the scrim is coming down. The attraction will allow guests to help Spider-Man by shooting webs at spider bots who have run amok throughout the area. Though this ride is set to open later this year at California Adventure, there is no opening date yet for Walt Disney Studios Paris. In the next set of photos, we see the facade work on the Iron Man coaster, which is replacing rock and roller coaster Avec Aerosmith. The Iron Man coaster should be pretty cool. But there we see that facade is taking shape. We'll keep watching these Paris construction updates. Meanwhile, over at Hong Kong Disneyland, work is continuing on Arendelle World of Frozen, the park's upcoming land currently under construction. HKDL Fantasy on Twitter has shared photos of the land's progress. The new land, which is between Fantasyland and Toy Story Land towards the back of the park, will have a mountain range masking the show building for Frozen Ever After, and as well, some of the exclusive attraction, Wandering Oaken Sliding Sleighs, which should be similar to the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but Frozen themed. Steel beams shape the mountain and some rock work has been installed on one side. In addition to progress on the mountain, buildings in Arendelle are coming together. A roof is now visible on Tick-Tock Toys and Collectibles, one of the shops. There's space for a chimney on the roof, which has tiles in multiple different colors. Nearby, the triangular shapes of two other buildings are obvious. Arendelle World of Frozen was scheduled to open this year, but obviously will be delayed due to the pandemic. Just across the park in Hong Kong Disneyland, there is, despite all the closures, there's still a need for maintenance, inspection, and routine refurbishment. And thanks to the Disney Magical Kingdom blog on Twitter, we can see what's going on at Big Grizzly Mountain Runaway Mine Cars and Geyser Gulch. This is really cool because I've never seen this before, but this project is being worked on with bamboo scaffolding. It's Asia, after all, on white canvases. Big Grizzly Mountain is currently receiving its refurbishment that's set to last through April 16th. A lot of people sleep on this attraction. This is, I think, the most underrated ride at any Disney park in the world, and we have a full ride video of it here on the channel you should check out. Meanwhile, they're also working on the drained Geyser Gulch, the water play area that's interconnected with the attraction. This is great to see this work happening. It's a beautiful land, a beautiful area, and can't wait to see it restored. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notification. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. Quick reminder, because these are actually still available. This is the last time we're doing them, but our cast member pantry benefit shirts are not sold out as of recording this. There is probably less than 100 left, and it's the last time we're doing them. They only do 300 of each color. And the Animal Kingdom green is still remaining at carouselproducts.com. All of the money made on the shirts goes to the cast member pantry, which makes sure cast members, past and present, have food on their table in both Anaheim and Orlando. It's a great cause. Please head over and buy one. Again, carouselproducts.com. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT, the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT, the app is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney world. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.